Welcome to the latest edition of Respiratory Research Updates, covering breakthroughs in the past 2 weeks. Brought to you by Lucid Quest. Pfizer has reported encouraging long-term survival data from its Pharos Phase 2 trial evaluating Braftovi and Mektovi in BRAF V6, 100E metastatic non-small cell lung cancer. Median overall survival reached 47.6 months in treatment-naive patients and 22.7 months in those previously treated. The safety profile remained consistent with earlier findings. Although Pharos is a single-arm study, these results could influence prescriber choices and payer reviews once full data are published. Health Canada has approved Dupixent as an add-on therapy for adults with inadequately controlled chronic obstructive pulmonary disease and elevated eosinophils. The approval is based on the Phase 3 Boreas and Notus trials, which showed 30 and 34% reductions in exacerbations over 52 weeks. This marks Canada's first biologic therapy for eosinophilic COPD and could shift care standards for patients with frequent exacerbations despite maximal inhaled therapy. GSK has announced positive Phase 3 results for its low-carbon Ventolin metered dose inhaler using the next-generation HFA-152A propellant. The inhaler demonstrated therapeutic equivalence and comparable safety to the current HFA-134A version. The company estimates a 92% reduction in per-inhaler greenhouse gas emissions. Pending regulatory approvals, this innovation could support climate goals while maintaining patient access and choice. Sanofi has shared that its investigational therapy, F-Doral-Prin Alpha, met primary and key secondary endpoints in the Elevate Phase 2 study for alpha-1 antitrypsin deficiency-related emphysema. The trial compared dosing every 3 or 4 weeks with standard weekly augmentation therapy. Results showed patients spent more time with functional AAT levels in the normal range, with safety similar to plasma-derived products. Detailed endpoint data remain pending. Vertex has presented new analyses from the North American Cystic Fibrosis Conference showing links between lower sweat chloride concentrations and improved outcomes in cystic fibrosis. Pooled and post-hoc data demonstrated that achieving sweat chloride below 60 and below 30 millimoles per litre correlated with reduced antibiotic use. In Phase 3, Aliftraq achieved greater reductions in sweat chloride compared with Trikafta, supporting the potential of next-generation CFTR modulators to drive deeper correction of chloride transport. GSK and Empirico have entered a licensing agreement for EMP-012, a first-in-class siRNA therapy in Phase 1, targeting a distinct inflammatory pathway in COPD, with potential application in non-type 2 disease. The deal includes $85 million upfront and up to $660 million in milestones. EMP-012 offers the prospect of extended dosing intervals and combination use, signaling GSK's growing investment in RNA-based respiratory therapeutics. Amneal Pharmaceuticals has received FDA tentative approval for its beclomethasone dipropionate HFA inhalation aerosol, the generic equivalent of QVAR, in 40 and 80 microgram doses. This marks Amneal's first metered dose inhaler product and an important step into the complex respiratory generics market. The approval may introduce competition that supports broader patient access and pricing balance. Tectonic Therapeutic has reported positive top-line data from Part B of its Phase 1b study of TX45 in patients with pulmonary hypertension and heart failure with reduced ejection fraction. In 14 patients receiving a single intravenous dose, TX45 produced directional improvements in pulmonary capillary wedge pressure, pulmonary vascular resistance, cardiac output, total peripheral resistance, and mean pulmonary arterial pressure. Supportive day 29 echocardiographic findings and good tolerability were also observed. The APEX Phase 2 trial continues in heart failure with preserved ejection fraction. Stay ahead in respiratory research, like, share, and subscribe for our updates. Visit lqventures.com or email us at info@lqventures.com for expert healthcare consultation.